Recently, a highly visible political controversy erupted in India when opposition leaders began openly mocking the public camaraderie between the Indian Prime Minister and Italian PM Giorgia Meloni. Domestic politicians and internet commentators quickly framed these interactions as social media fodder, reducing the hyper-visible diplomatic exchanges to a series of viral memes and superficial PR stunts. The mockery escalated to the point where a fabricated document began circulating online. It claimed to be an official statement from the Italian embassy, expressing severe outrage over the derogatory remarks made by Indian politicians. While the internet laughed, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs did not. They issued an unusually swift and stern public defense, emphasizing the deep strategic ties between the two nations and the necessity of speaking respectfully about foreign leaders. This visible warmth functions as a diplomatic reset, a necessary shift after a decade defined by intense and public hostility between New Delhi and Rome. Understanding why these smiles are now required means looking past the memes, to a time when trade was frozen, ambassadors were barred from travel, and two nations were locked in a maritime blood feud. The bad blood originated in 2012 off the coast of India. An Italian commercial vessel navigated near the coastline. Igniting years of legal battles, elite military personnel aboard the massive cargo ship opened fire, killing two Indian fishermen in a small motorboat alongside them. Indian authorities immediately arrested the elite Italian Marines responsible. Italy launched an aggressive diplomatic push, demanding the immediate return of their highly trained military personnel. An initial agreement allowed the men to return to Italy, with a strict promise they would return for an Indian Supreme Court trial. Italy reneged on that promise. In retaliation, the Indian government legally barred the Italian ambassador from leaving the country, effectively trapping him. A tragedy at sea rapidly mutated into an intractable diplomatic standoff involving the highest executive and judicial levels of both governments. Fast forward to 2015. The unresolved grudge led Italy to actively weaponize international institutions to exact revenge on India. At the time, India pushed to enter the Missile Technology Control Regime, or MTCR. Italy successfully blocked India's application to join this crucial international group. This diplomatic block severely threatened India's long-term defense strategy, targeting its ability to export high-tech weaponry to global markets. India responded with massive financial retaliation. The government abruptly canceled the Augusta-Westland defense contract, wiping out a $560 million deal in a single stroke. By 2015, these entrenched national grievances had destroyed hundreds of millions of dollars in trade and severely compromised the strategic defense goals of both nations. Jump forward to 2023. The current leadership of both nations arrived at a cold realization. Maintaining this decade-long freeze was a strategic liability neither country could afford. The viral selfies and public laughter you see today are a highly calculated, manufactured performance designed to project absolute unity. This over-the-top public theater serves a specific bureaucratic function. It sends an unmistakable signal to lower-level officials in both nations to permanently drop the historical animosity and get back to business. This public display provides the top-down political clearance needed to override a decade of friction and abandon the grievances of the past. The tangible results of this manufactured reset were immediate, beginning with a sweeping strategic partnership declaration between the two nations in 2023. This was rapidly followed by the 2024 Joint Action Plan. Past embargoes were lifted, allowing for high-level technical cooperation in critical areas like the space sector. Looking ahead, there is a massive economic stake. Italy's geographic and political positioning makes it an essential node in the upcoming India-Middle East-Europe trade corridor. Furthermore, Italy carries indispensable institutional weight, holding a powerful voting status within NATO, the G7, and the European Union. When domestic politicians mock these crucial foreign ties, they risk reigniting old frictions, a danger India has recently navigated with countries like Canada. In the high-stakes arena of international relations, public optics are a strategic weapon. Burying a billion-dollar grudge requires knowing how to smile for the cameras.